Hey everybody, day 2 of my Diet Coke diaries. Things are going well. I'm still clean, still off the sauce. I wanted to talk a little bit today about how I got addicted to Diet Coke in the first place, which is kind of a story about the early 2000s and the tech industry and me being a computer programmer. I came up through the ranks in the late 90s and early 2000s. I got my degree in computer science in 98, got my master's in 2000, and ended up in Austin, Texas, working for tech companies. And a few things to understand about that time is, for one thing, it was all the rage to be offering these perks, especially free food. A lot of companies were trying to entice you to be in the office longer and to stay through dinner time and into the evening. And one way they did that was they offered food, but not good food, right? The era of good food would come later with the Googles and the Apples and all that. This was just crappy. I walked down the aisle at Costco and picked up bulk whatever food. And they had drinks as well, but not good drinks, right? They just had Costco drinks. They had Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite. And at the time, a lot of us, including me, were actually pretty broke coming out of graduate school. So we would have money later, right? But at the moment, we really didn't. So we would eat this food. I can distinctly recall with my friends taking a cup of like Chef Boyardee spaghetti ravioli and heating it up and then dumping it over a bag of Fritos and putting a piece of American cheese on top and calling that dinner. It was like our Frito chili pie. So part of that, of course, was drinking the sodas. And I didn't want the sugar of the Coke and the Sprite. And so I figured, okay, perfect. I'll just drink the Diet Coke. And it got to be a really Pavlovian habit to kind of, when I got bored at work, which was often, especially as a computer person, there's a lot of downtime. And I would just get up and get a Diet Coke. And at first it was just one, and then maybe later it was two. But I mean, at the height of things, like when I went to my second job, I remember, I was working like 100-hour weeks, right? And so I was there all the time. And I was up to drinking 7 or 8 of these things a day. So that's basically how I got addicted. It was, they were free, they were there. I needed something to do with my time and with my hands. Other people smoked, or I don't know what they did. Took a walk, I guess would have been healthier. But no, man, I just got up and went over to the fridge and I got a Diet Coke. And over time, I remember, I was even having like heart palpitations because I was drinking a lot of caffeine. And it turns out I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine. So anyway, that's enough for day 2. Still clean, still going to do this, still going to keep trying to do this every day, or at least every other day, and talk more about little details about my experience. So thanks for sticking with me.